Hey everybody, Tony D with a hot take, and this is Trump touring the devastation in
So this
Kenosha.
show was here 109 years, just about the oldest in the nation. The nation doing what you
Oldest
did.
in the state for sure.
It's fantastic.
Wow, the place was there 109 years.
And we're going to help them a lot. I think we're going to help them a lot. Would you like to say something?
I just appreciate President Trump coming today. Everybody here does. We're so thankful that we got the federal troops in to help, because once they got here, things did calm down quite a bit.
Looks like roads, courtesy of I can't read it. I wonder, is this the car dealership? I'm wondering. I'm gonna go a little further into the video. I don't want to play the whole thing, although it's only 2 minutes long. I guess I could.
And our city police and sheriff and fire departments are awesome. They work harder than you can believe, 24/7.
That's true. These gentlemen did a fantastic job
Fantastic job.
working with the federal government, and it was really great. And once we said, let's go, that was the end of it. Unfortunately, they had a few days when people wouldn't call us. They didn't want to have us come in. They just don't want us to come in, and then destruction is done. A day early, we would have saved your store. One day
Absolutely.
early.
One day early.
So,
I mean, this is how Trump gets reelected, right? This is this puts him way over the top. Do you want this coming to your town? Do you want these rioters to just tear through the main street of your town, smash in all the windows, take all the stuff, and then for the next God knows how long, there's no stores. They're all closed. They're all rebuilding. You're afraid to walk the streets. The cops don't help you because they're afraid of getting sued.
governors have to call, the mayors have to call. As soon as they call, the federal government will come in. It'll put it out. You take the ultimate example is Portland. It's been terrible for a long time, for many decades actually. I read a story, 50 years, but you take a look what's been happening for the last 94 days. We would put it out within 1 hour. It would take 1 hour, maybe less. And that's really what happened here.
And they said, to Trump, "Oh, don't go. It's not safe." And what? Trump will be safe because he's got a million guys protecting him. I mean, the Secret Service is going to protect him. Oh, there's Barr in the background. I didn't realize he went too. I hope they prosecute every one of these idiots they arrested.
And it happened in Minneapolis also. Came in, went for 9 days, and we came in. It ended almost from the minute we came in. But these governors don't want to call, the mayors don't want to call, and they have to call and they have to ask.
And people say he's a dictator. Dictators don't stand by and go, well, they got to ask. That's the rules. I mean, he can't send national troops in unless the state and local governments ask for it. That's the rule. He's following the rules. So, these guys are idiots. They could have called people in right at the beginning. It would have been over, and they could have gone right back to Russiagate or whatever made up thing they got. And but they said, "Oh no, this is political opportunity. We'll blame the riots on Trump." How are you going to blame it on him? You let them go on and on and on. You run the local government. He doesn't. He runs the federal government. He runs, remember the wall, the borders? That's what he runs. He has to keep those safe. He doesn't keep Portland safe. That's the local government's job, and you're supposed to be working with federal government. But when you don't work with them, I mean, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Who's in charge here? Trump can invoke the Insurrection Act. He hasn't done that yet. Why should he? These cities are destroying themselves. They're all headquarters for people in the other party, not his. Why should he help you? You won't ask for help. You won't follow the rules. He's following the rules. If you had asked for help, it's over, and then you can go back to complaining about it. You can say, well, he helped us, but he didn't do this, this, and this. I mean, he could have done that. You would have gotten some mileage out of it. Not much, but some. You wouldn't have, you spend weeks denying Antifa exists, denying the riots were anything but peaceful, You had the Minnesota Freedom Fund, which was supported by Kamala Harris and a raft of celebrities who weren't thinking. These people are not hippies. They're not. These people aren't, some randos who have a problem with their rights or whatever. These people are made up of violent insurrectionists, Marxists, and people who just want to riot and loot. They're not interested in black lives or any lives. They're interested in one thing: to tear down the government. That's what they tell people. They tell people all the time. It's not like I'm making this up.
I want to thank Bill Barr is here someplace. Bill, thank you very much. And a man that just got a very strong promotion in a sense. Chad's here, so we're going to have some meetings. We're going to meet.
That dude's name is Chad Wolf. Could that be a more macho, manly name? Chad Wolf.
With some of the owners, and then we're going to have a round table, and I think you're going to be there. But we're going to work with you. We're going to help you. Okay, we'll help you rebuild. It's a great area. It's a great state. This should never happen. A thing like this should never happen. They have to call early. Okay, thank you. I'll see you over there. Thank you very much.
I mean, what do you expect him to do? What do you expect? This is exactly what Bush did during Katrina. During 9/11. Stood on top of the rubble. That was like re-election. Dummies. You could have called in the National Guard, or you could have just sent in the cops. If you had sent in the cops early, you wouldn't even have gotten to the National Guard. Send in the cops early, tamp it down. Maybe in Portland they would have had to send in the National Guard. Maybe Seattle. But definitely not the other places. If you had tamped this down in the beginning, right at the beginning, Minneapolis, right at the beginning. Oh, you want to play communist? Okay. We'll see ya. We'll see ya as your tax base flees and nobody from the federal government wants to bail you out. Why should we bail you out? You're trying to institute Marxist and socialist policies that don't work. They're already known not to work. You're idiots. At least Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin, may have saved his job. May have. At least Trump won't be blasting him night and day like he's doing these other guys. It's unbelievable that it's come to this, but it has.